Well, hello everyone, it's me, Esther Barque, and today we are going to talk about eclipses, some basic information about eclipses to help you as we head towards our first eclipse season of 2018. It's the lunar eclipse happening at the end of this month, January 31st. Also a full moon, because a lunar eclipse always happens on a full moon day. Now, what I want to start off with is sometimes when people hear, oh, there's an eclipse happening, they go into, oh no, I'm scared, I'm afraid, I don't know what's going to transpire, and they take a step backwards into fear, worry, concern. And we know, because we've been working with energy principles for a very long time, that the energy that you are, how you vibrate, is what you attract into your life. So the fear, the worry, the concern is not doing you or anyone else any good. So let's clear all of that so that we can embrace the eclipses and the equinox coming up and use the energy to fuel us forward in our ascension process. So first of all, what are eclipses? Eclipses are events. It can be a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse, and they usually happen close together twice a year. We usually have 4 eclipses, 2 lunar, 2 solar, although this year we've got 5 eclipses. So in July, August eclipse season, we've got 3 eclipses, and that's really unusual, but we'll talk about that then. So eclipses are known throughout the astrological world to those who work with energy through the ancients, ancient civilizations, are energetic occurrences that happen in the cosmos that create this wave of energy that usher dramatic, unexpected change. Okay? This is the kind of energy that I often call it course correcting. Okay, if your divine self, if your heart's desire is to experience something, create something, but you are on a whole different path, heading into a whole different direction, it's during eclipse season where something very dramatic and sudden could happen to course correct you and get you onto your highest path of potential, to get you onto a new track. And my sister and I often say, because we have gone through these eclipse seasons many times together, that it always seems the further you are away from the path of creation of your desire, the more challenging that course correction is. All right? So eclipses can usher in everything from, oh wow, this is amazing, right, to uh-oh, what are we going to do now? But that uh-oh is always very important, because it is a signal of, oh, Esther, you are off track. You're not listening to your intuitive hits. You're not listening to the nudges. And so I'm going to take this opportunity to get you back on track because I love you that much. So for instance, maybe you are wanting a new job, and every day you pray, you say, universe, please help me find a new job. I'm just not happy here. Maybe you've been doing the inner work, but you haven't been taking any other steps, action steps, going and actually looking for a job. Why? Because usually there's a fear there. Even though I don't like my job, it's comfortable, it's a paycheck, I know the people. The saying that comes up often in personal sessions is, it's better the devil I know than the devil I don't know. I know how to manage my way through this work situation. And then eclipse season comes along and universe says, I hear you every day asking me for a new opportunity and new work, and I want to give you what you are asking for. But when I send people and information your way and intuitive hits and get your guides to speak to you, you're ignoring them or not seeing the signs, the clues. And so because I love you so much, I'm going to intervene, right, on your behalf in accordance to what your desires are. And so during eclipse season, you might go to work one day and they might say, we've gone bankrupt, we're closing our doors. You don't have a job, right? Or they might say, we're downsizing, and unfortunately, you're one of the people we have to let go, okay? Or, hey, you could show up for work one day and the building is burnt down, and now you've got to be scrambling for a new work opportunity. And that is the push then to start taking those steps, to follow the intuitive nudges, to create and experience that work, that job that you want and have been asking for. Okay? Now, eclipses could also show up in that out of the blue, you get an email from someone saying, oh my gosh, we heard that you are a pet psychic, and we just happen to have a opening on our morning show tomorrow. Would you be willing, are you free to come in and do a 4-minute segment with our host? Out of the blue. Wow, and you think, oh my gosh, I've been wanting something like this for so long, and I've been praying, and I've been preparing, and I've been aligning energetically, and then here during eclipse season, it happens. So during eclipse seasons, I've had everything from, a long-time friendship with a lovely lady that, wow, we experienced so much together, just that friendship just crumbled. And while it was really hard, I understand why universe did it, because even though we were both very positive, in certain ways we were enabling each other through our closeness to stay small. And universe said, I got this message clearly after universe saying, Esther, you're always praying and asking and intending for a bigger, more expansive life, and so is this person, but the two of you together are enabling each other to stay comfortable and small, and so I need to pull the two of you apart so I can grant you your heart's desires. Right? I've had breakups in love relationships. I remember one very clearly. It was going and it was moving forward, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he changed his mind during an eclipse season, of course. And it was hard and it was devastating, and I went into crying and what's going on, and I don't understand. And then once I finally let go of all of that emotion and was able to sit back in that place of neutrality and really look at the situation, I saw with new eyes. I saw clearer, and I saw, that wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to allow me to be the full expression of who I am, and probably in some way the full expression of who he is. And so even though I didn't like it, and it was challenging, and yes, it sucked, I can completely see what a blessing it was. And universe orchestrated that through an eclipse season. I've also had amazing business opportunities come to me during eclipse season. When I was living back in Canada, I would get asked to do TV spots all the time, or radio spots, or come be on my show, or we'd like to work with you. So those kinds of beautiful things happen, out of the blue during eclipse season. So as we have grown in consciousness, especially since 2012, right? And we've really been growing in consciousness. We understand now that Mercury retrograde is not a time to moan and groan. Mercury retrograde presents itself to us so that we can review and reassess and realign and reevaluate and get on track moving forward. And eclipse seasons are just another way of getting us back on track. Right? Getting us on that highest path of potential, getting us onto a new timeline. It's very exciting. And when you look at it, when you're able to, really sit back and stand back and look at what is presenting and happening in your life from that state of neutrality and be really honest with yourself, you can see, oh yes, that needs to go and that needs to change, and I need to look at this, and I can't ignore this anymore. And wow, look at this fantastic opportunity. So we're heading into another eclipse season. We are having the lunar eclipse, and then on February 15th, we've got the solar eclipse, and then March equinox is, I want to say March 20th, okay? And equinox is kind of the balancer. I always see it as the balancer of what happened during eclipse season. So we're moving into another period of very profound change, of amazing possibilities, of flushing out the old, the 3D, the illusion, the limitation, that which is holding us back, that which we don't want to face but needs to be faced, and blessings and opportunities and exciting announcements. And it's not only happening to each of us personally, because it is, right? Whether you're aware, I can't believe how many people are not even aware that there is an eclipse, but they still feel and affect the energies, absolutely. But when we work with the energies consciously, it really accelerates our ascension process. It's really, for me, it's very exciting to work with the cosmic energies and to know what how the cosmos is supporting us. But also everyone around you is also being affected by the eclipse energies. And then, even on the bigger picture, globally, all right? All of humanity, the collective, corporations, companies, right? It's not just you and it's not just me. It's like everybody, because the eclipse happens right across the world, right? That energy just splays right across the world. And so in order to support you, to navigate the cosmic waters, to help you reframe maybe some of what is happening in your life during eclipse season, to understand the eclipses, to help you to open to greater consciousness, to bust the illusions that you have been maybe caught up in, to see with real eyes, the eyes of your divine self, to strengthen your inner light, to live more as the light that you are, to be that amazing creator being that you are, to create life on your terms, watching it unfold the way you want, and so much more. Twice a year I host the Eclipse Equinox Energy Events, and the first one is going to start right on January 31st with our lunar eclipse. It is going to extend right into, well, almost the end of March 21st, 22nd, right after equinox. So we are going to spend a lot of time together. We're going to do live calls. There's going to be daily energy and weekend immersion work I'm going to be doing with our work. You are going to receive email updates from me, specific energy updates for our group. As I'm tuning in with our group, what's happening, what me and the beings of light are working on your behalf. This is a great way to get energetic support without having to do anything. You just go on your everyday life dealing with what you need to do. But when situations come up, you'll know that, wow, I'm getting energetic support from Esther and the beings of light during this eclipse season. And I can't tell you how many times people have written me and said, Esther, I don't know how people get through eclipse season without participating in this program. It is so wonderful and supportive. And also, it opens conscious awareness and understanding to what they might be experiencing, along with giving tips and suggestions on, how to harness the energies, how to release, steps that you could take. Now, in the past, after an eclipse season, I always send out a survey saying, what did you love? What do you want more of? And the last one, I received the response, we want more personal time with you, Esther. And so this year, as part of the Eclipse program, I'm offering the opportunity to get email coaching during eclipse season and personal session. So there is something for everyone, and I invite you to check out the information. First of all, you can find all the information on my website, whispersfromthesoul.com. And also sign up there as well. Registration will stay open right until January 31st, right up to the time of our first call. But I encourage you to sign up earlier, because I begin working with our participants as soon as they sign up. I start working with our group to prepare for the eclipse season. And so, eclipses, nothing to be afraid of, nothing to worry about. It is a beautiful way that universe works with you to co-create the desires of your heart, to help you to get back on track or move to a higher vibrational level of experience, to unfold those desires that you have conjured in your head, that you have imagined and dreamed of in your day-to-day reality. And we're going to help you with it. And we're going to do this together, because we are one. We are Group Avatar. Blessings and love to you all, and I look forward to seeing you on January 31st on the start of our event and our lunar eclipse call. Ciao, everybody.